Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Batman, issue number 103. Damn, I love this. I absolutely love this comic book. I can't wait to start telling you all about it. You're going to have to wait until I tell you who made it, though, because it's only fair. Okay, so Ghost Stories, Part 2. James Tynion IV is the writer. Carlo Paguelan and Danny Mackay and Guillem March are the artists. Hope I'm not butchering too many names here. David Barron is the colorist. And Clayton Cowles on letters. George Jimenez and Tomio Morey doing the cover. Francisco Mattina. Man, those sexy variant cover. Also, George Jimenez does the 1 and 25th variant cover. And I wonder how much those things cost nowadays. Bill Finger, of course, created Batman. But Ghostmaker and frickin' Clown Hunter, well, that's Tynion. This cat, man. I love that Batman knows all about this guy, but he was never really a threat because he vowed to never come to Gotham as long as Batman was still on the job, you know? Problem is, he looks at this as kind of like an interrupter. Oh, Batman doesn't look like you're on the job right now. The idea that if we've got a Batman, why can't we have another Batman or somebody else who's just as incredibly obsessed as Batman? And now we finally got him. Ghost Hunter shows up and he's, fighting with his swords. He's going after Bruce. He knows exactly who Bruce is, and Bruce pretty much knows who he is. He's probably figured out his name, if the guy even has a name, if a name's even necessary. In fact, the guy might not even know his name. I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce does know his name. Be like, your real name is. It's like, well, how could you know that? Because that's pretty much what happens here. He comes up and he's trying to kill Clown Hunter. He's like, "You better run, clown." So he goes running, and he runs right into Harley and decides to try and stop and kill her. It's like, dude, you could have been out of the city by now. Like this dude could have been straight across the bridge. He could have been in Jersey. Well, actually, Gotham's in Jersey. He could have been in freaking Delaware. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you could have gone over to Metropolis. It would have been all good by now. But nah, nah, Home Slice got to be like, ooh, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna kill Harley Quinn. This guy's a teenager, and Harley looks the way she does. And you're gonna sit there and talk about, yeah, I want to kill. The first thing you think of is I want to kill her. Not I wonder if she likes flowers. I mean, she's talking to a thing of poison ivy. She's talking to this plant like she's in love with it. She must really like flowers. I'm saying I can go pick her some flowers. But like, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. This dude just needs to learn how to ask a girl on a date. That's all it is. Anyway, guy gets kicked in the nuts, which happens when you're really bad at asking somebody on a date. By the way, girl violence is not cool. In this particular case, though, dude is trying to swing at her head with a freaking baseball bat with a bat in it because he calls it the Bat Bat. I love James Tynion, dude. The Bat Bat. Like, there's that old joke, that meme where Batman's like, he's talking to Robin. He's like, oh, how come the Bat car isn't running? The Batmobile isn't running. It's like, oh, I need a new battery. The guy's like, what's a re? A battery? What's an Erie? Yo, so like homeboy's got a bat. This is the greatest freaking thing on the face of the planet. It was either that or it was a little animal that he keeps in a cage. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm having so much fun with this comic book. Like, let me just give you this straight from the hip, all right? I have so much fun reading this comic book. I look forward to reading this comic book as much as I look forward to reading Immortal Hulk, as much as I look forward to reading anything where I'm just like, ooh, I know this will be good. And it's just so seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tinian is doing a lot of good things without really trying too hard. And that's important because when you try too damn hard, it's like it shows, you know? So he just makes another character like Batman who has never had to come to Gotham before, but who he's trained with, or at least they've been on similar quests to try and train with the great masters, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Now, I've heard people say it's not realistic. It doesn't make sense with everything else. And a bunch of, angry whatever. I get it. And look, it's a valid point. I just can't remember what it is. So I'm just kind of, it sounds like I'm making fun of the people. I'm not. I'm not even making fun of the argument. I'm just like, they've got an argument. It's valid. I get it. But here's the thing that I don't think that they get. Tynion is doing something that we just haven't really had in a long time. Something that we want with both Batman and Spider-Man. And we're getting it here. New villains. Lots and lots of new villains to add to that rogues gallery. Some that we'll see again, some that we won't. new heroes, maybe new Bat family members, maybe people who just are going to be killed in the next issue. I don't know exactly. And that's one of the things I enjoy about it. This is a really good read. Now, I hate the idea, like, I know my wife does this a lot. She'll be like, oh, yeah, I really like Discovery. You just got to let a couple things go, but then it's a really enjoyable show. I don't want to let things go. I don't want to obsess over things, but I don't want to let things go. I want it to be consistent. And this is more than consistent enough, for me at least. I'm digging this Ghostmaker character. I'm digging this because I feel this is a character who is here and he'll be gone and he won't be coming back as long as Tynion is writing him. But the problem is that then somebody's going to have some reason to bring him back and it's going to be goofy and everything. Remember KG Beast? Like, we never should have seen KG Beast again after Starlin did what he did with him. It's just like, he's gone, done. Bye-bye, no more. But no, instead, we got him coming back over and over and over again in just very punky ways of him coming back. I feel like this is the only story that we should ever see Ghostmaker in, ever. Because I'm enjoying this. Now, what's going to come next in this series is fun. I can't imagine, but like, I just think that this is going to be so much fun. I'm genuinely looking forward to what's about to happen. Because this guy is clearly a psychopath, hashtag sociopath / sociopath, whatever the hell it is. I'm missing my backspaces with hashtags now. Freaking Twitter. Anyway, I'm enjoying this and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Because you ever have a situation where somebody gives you all the evidence and you don't come back with any evidence? I don't know what that feels like because I've never done that in my life. Even when I was a little kid, I would shut up. If this person came to me with proofs and I didn't have anything to back it up except a witty, retort, yeah, I'd rather just keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? But there are people like that. And that's exactly what Ghostmaker is. He's like, just before I got off the plane, I saved Gotham by doing this and this and this. And Batman's just like, this was this, this was this, this was this. Most of them were tied in together, and I already had my finger on it, my thumb on it. Prove it, sure, but it. Well, still, this guy, he's a sociopath, and I love it. I love it. We've got an inverse of Batman right now. I'm down. No complaints with that. And he's different than Hush. He's different than Bane. He's different to me. He's different than all the characters he's got before. Maybe a little bit of Ross, right? Except I knew you all this time. I'm enjoying this and looking forward to seeing Ghostmaker's Gotham. Guys, this book right here, go and check it out. Like the video, watch an ad. Talk to y'all later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.